the Chiefs will need to solve that secondary.
All right, Larry, we are a couple miles west of the Colorado State Capitol building as we come to you from Sports Authority Field at Mile High here in downtown Denver. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Again, it's Murray. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Murray with a nice move. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll try the end around with Robinson. And down to the 36-yard line here. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Just 1 yard to go here on 2nd down. A handoff. It's Murray. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now a play fake here on first down. An incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10. Throwing right side, that's complete. Demaryius Thomas. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. And now the offense operates in the red zone. Back to the ground game. Here's Murray. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. They go with Murray again. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on.
Come on, let's go. 1-9. 1-9. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. 1-9. Flex round. Flex round.
Now they'll throw with Taylor. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Come on, let's go. 1-9.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Can this defense get the stop on the opening drive? Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. 1-9.
And the wideout in motion. On 3rd and goal, Taylor. Forced out to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the 1st quarter.
Too many ones in this play. 1st quarter, 1st drive, 1st interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. They'll run it now. This is Charkandrick West. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Throwing is Smith. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, helped force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. And he is knocked down from the side at the 38-yard line. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, but they face a second and long to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And just like that, it's third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. It'll be a gain of 6, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. They go back to Murray on first down. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Come on, let's go!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Complete out right to Jake Butt. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he will lose gains yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now Taylor to throw on second down. Flushed out right. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. First down, Murray. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Taylor. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jake Butt, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are in for 6. Inquirer, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone. And
ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. And the Chiefs now getting set to go.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Second down, here's Smith. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. 46 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. On the ground, it's West again. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit right at the line of scrimmage. 1:59 to go in the first half. Back to Denver right after this. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On third down. That's West. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Smith turns and gives to West. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. A gain of 3, second down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
50-50.
Now West. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them will stick their nose in there and make plays exactly as we just saw there. A big loss suffered by the offense after that nice tackle.
Throwing on third down, Smith. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, at least they won't take a goose egg into intermission as they do carve out 3 points here in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Yeah, it hasn't really been the greatest of first halves. They've looked out of sync, especially on the offensive side of the ball. But a field goal here at least gives them some momentum as we tick down toward halftime.
And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They go play action here on first down. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Second and 10, it's Taylor again. Going with a screen for Murray. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing again, it's Taylor. Being chased out left. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. And now here comes Kansas City. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll fake it. Now Smith. And a big loss here as he's taken down. So we're at halftime here in never mind, Larry. Forget your halftime report. Apparently, we are set for the third quarter of action already. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Smith going deep for Hill. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. Well, this secondary has done such a good job of frustrating these receivers tonight. Another example right there on the deep ball.
Sometimes when the sun goes down and it's just the bright lights in the stadium, there's a little extra spring in their step, doesn't it? And that's what we're seeing from the defenders. Doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. Deep ball, short ball. That was a deep one there. They're making plays on the football to test.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is West. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Shift together here from the D-line. From the red zone now, Smith. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. He's at the 50, the 30, 20, 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now Smith, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. It's Smith. And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. And it's up through the goalposts. It's 17-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Solid return. Pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
A toss to Murray. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now here's a defensive timeout called by the Chiefs. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Let's go. What? Ohio. Flag round.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down.
Let's go. Brand 38. Ohio. Let's go. Brand 38. Brand 38. Ohio.
From the shotgun, it's Taylor. Flush to his right. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. They'll run it left side with Murray. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they've got to be careful not to go to the well too often, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because sometimes if you've got success, you want to just keep pounding away.
But no success there. They rallied quickly on the defensive end. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They'll run again here with West. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Well, if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage will be found.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Chiefs with a football, but with work to do on the scoreboard, they trail as we start quarter number 4. The Chiefs on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And no, it's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. And coming out now, the Broncos. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jake Butt, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they're going to go soft on the corners. To throw on second down is Smith. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. They set themselves behind the chains, tried to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Let's go! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Switch! Flex round! Flex round!
After the interception, here's Taylor. Oh, look at Thomas wide open. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up with a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Here we go! Grand 38!
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. No movement from the field goal unit. They've got 4 full yards to go here on fourth and goal to hit pay dirt, but they're going to go for it.
Come on, let's go! Ohio! Ohio! Back! Check.
Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try and run with Murray. He's fighting, but they're not going to let him in. Stopped at the 2-yard line. Latavius Murray stopped up short, and the ball's going to be going back to the Chiefs. Very tough spot here for the offense to start. From the end zone, Smith. And going deep for Hill. He's got a man, complete. A big play there for KC. 49 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
On first down, it's Smith. And going deep for Hill. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Smith now to throw. And going deep for Hill. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Chiefs are able to cut into this lead. And this one through the uprights and good. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And the Chiefs have it. Well, that certainly makes things more interesting. You get the score, then you get the onside kick. A little uphill battle still, but a start.
It's not mission accomplished, but the plan is working. They are in a great spot right now, and the best part, they put the defense right back out on the field after having already scored.
Yeah, they've got the momentum here now. On 1st and 10, Smith. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. In motion, the tight end, Kelsey. Play clock winding down. Smith to throw on 2nd down. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle him physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
Smith now to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. Desperation time for Smith on 4th down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos will take over on downs. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And he takes it across midfield to the 45. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now a give. This is Murray. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a gain of 3 there, and that should be just about all she wrote. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. This is Murray. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Let's go. What? 90. What? 90.
56 Mike. 56 is Mike.
Flex round. Flex round.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Shit. Watch the shit.
Here's Murray. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Broncos, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll be at home next week for a date with the Arizona Cardinals.